Hi everybody, Trace here. We're flying the Premier this time. It is currently located at Entebbe Airport in Kampala, Uganda, on the north shore of Lake Victoria. And after it sat in the Central African Republic for three failed attempts to fly it over here, uh, due to something to do with voice attack locking up. And that's going to be an issue on this flight. We're just going to have to, on the last flight, I was finally able to, I think, quit out of autopilot and go back in or do something to break it free. And we might have to do something like that, either that or just hand fly the damn thing. But we're going over to Zanzibar, which is Hotel Tango Zulu Alpha. It's 500 and some odd miles away on the East Coast. And from there, I think we're going to go out to the Seychelles and then maybe to Diego Garcia or one of those islands and make our way to India or Sri Lanka. And we might just keep going. I think we might just turn this into a around the world flight. But anyway, the Flightline flight is, of course, started. The Flightline Merry Pranksters are all on board. 6 people, 2 on the flight deck and 4 back in the passenger area, but they're all flight qualified and they all take turns flying the airplane. A mix of guys and girls of unknown relationships, and I'm not going to go into that because I don't know. But anyway, we're all gassed up and we're ready to go, so let's get on board and get started. Okay. And by the way, there's going to be a change in the way we use the mouse joystick this time. I've made up my mind. I'll talk about it later, but I'm not doing it as much as I was because I just can't make it work right. I can fly with the joystick much better as long as I've got the use of my right arm, which for the foreseeable future, I'm going to have it. I'm just going to keep using it, except for taking off. I can take off with the mouse joystick quite well. So we're going to do takeoffs with the mouse joystick, but landings with the joystick, if you know what I mean. Okay, what do I need to do? I guess close her up and fire them up. Oh no, we haven't turned the lights on yet. Come on, Trace, wake up. Lights on. And I've learned that all the other lights, most of the other lights have a function. So I'm turning all of this stuff on. Jeez. Yeah, it turns all the little instrument light ups on. This is all good stuff. And we can open the door. And I want to see something related to something that I experienced yesterday with the PC-12. Namely, do the tables on both sides work in this cabin? I think they do. But I thought they did in the Pilatus too, and they don't seem to. Yeah, we got them on this side, on this airplane. All right, that's fine. I thought so. I guess I never did have them on the Pilatus. You know, these tables on both sides. On the Pilatus, I've got tables. The table on one side, I think it's the right side. I'm not sure, but on the other side, it just won't pop out. Not the end of the world. Okay. I think now we're ready to start them up. Lights are on. Yep. Okay, close them up. By the way, I found the little tabs. See that tiny little black tab right there? There, bam, see, look at that, I got a hand. And over here, I got a hand. That's how you shut the engines off. I only found that out a flight or two ago, and I don't think I was videoing that one. Okay, well, I am videoing this one. And while we still have generators running, we better get started here. See, I hit that, now that moves it up to the first detent, as Greg Mink says, the Premier 1 driver, and that should start it. It's coming up. You see a little bit of, yep, see a little bit of smoke coming out of the back there. It's running, okay. The Citation X is like this. You go into the file and the engines are running, and you got to shut them down to start the flight, which is what I had to do here. I just did that before I started recording. Okay, left engine now. Bit of smoke, indicating the engine is starting. Hurrah! Okay. Time for destination input. This is the only Carenado Premier in the world, probably, that operates with a Garmin 530. But as you all know already by now, watched any of my videos, things in my world are strange. Okay, Zanzibar, Hotel, Tango, Zulu, Alpha, I think. Yes, Zanzibar. What's it called? Kisauni, whatever. All right, fine. I believe it's 500 and some miles away. 553 miles. Okay. Let's make it daytime. All right, now click the nav tab. Put this one to VOR. Scroll up and put this one to FMS. Scroll up. Okay, that is pointing in the direction that we want to go. 120, yeah, about southeast. This right now is pointing at what we told it to point to, which is probably the runway heading. We're going to call htza now and get takeoff instructions, and we'll take that from there. Takeoff options. Straight out, of course, we always go straight out.
Entebbe ground, November 461 Kilo Tango. Request taxi for takeoff. Departing straight out. November 461 Kilo Tango. Taxi
Runway
to
17.
Runway 17. Using taxiway Charlie. Contact tower on 118.1 when ready.
Okay. Since we've only been in here once or twice in our life, we'll get a progressive taxi.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 17. Using taxiway Charlie. 1 Kilo Tango.
Okay. 17, huh? That's what we're pointing on. Okay. Joke, joke, joke. All right. I guess we're ready to go. Taxi light on. Which one's the taxi light? Oh, this one. Landing. I don't know what, oh, recog. All right, fine. Okay, now we will use the mouse joystick to taxi out. but we're going to use the regular joystick to land. Okay. I've just gotten with the mouse joystick where I've practiced and tried so many different optional ways, and it just, you can't get past a certain level of control. No, I can't, because my left arm is still a little bit uncoordinated when and I can't lift it up off the table. I'm just sliding my hand back and forth. See, I'm doing that now, but just taxiing around and taking off, that's okay. I can do that, but when landing, you've got to be lined up, and you've got to be compensating, you know, in tenth of a second increments. You know, I'm just not that responsive with my hands. You know, a day may come when my disability will make my left arm, or rather my right arm, completely unusable with the joystick, and I'll have to use the mouse joystick, and I'll just be a sloppy, crappy pilot, and you know, all my landings will suck. But right now, I don't have to do that, and I can't stand having sucky landings. So I'm going back to the joystick. Now this, you know, taxiing and taking off, this is okay. I can do this. And I'm lazy. It's a lot easier than putting my hand all the way up on the joystick. Maybe if I had a smaller joystick. Okay, let's quit with this S-turn stuff. I've been playing with the null zone. You guys that have FSX, and I can only assume that's most of you, if not all. You go to controls, options, controls. And then one of your choices is mouse yoke. You go to mouse yoke. Why would you even need to do this? You know, if you have perfectly good use of your arm that you use the joystick, forget this. It's a complete way. The mouse yoke sucks by comparison. You know, it's something like a guy like me that is facing possibility of limited choices. You know, you might do it if you just have to. See, I did it for a while thinking a day would come when I would have to. Well, maybe it will, and when it does, I'll deal with it then. But in the meantime, screw it. I always have kind of a moment of confusion taking off of this airplane, getting the joystick, or not the joystick, the autopilot set up. I am getting better. And as I said before, I have a big concern this time that voice attack will just lock up, which it did twice. Actually, it did it 3 times. But on the third flight, and I'm not exactly sure how I did it, I got it unstuck. And I finished the flight, and that's why I'm here at Entebbe. Because I was stuck in the middle of the freaking desert, the Central African Republic. Fortunately, we've got lots of camping equipment. We were stuck there for days, all 6 of us. Okay.
Entebbe Tower, November 461 Kilo Tango, ready for departing straight out at runway 17. November 461 Kilo Tango, cleared for takeoff, runway 17.
Let's
straight
check.
out
It
departure
does check.
approved.
Direction looks right.
Cleared for takeoff.
Everything looks
runway
right.
171 Kilo Tango.
Not your flaps. I like it when everything looks right. When everything doesn't look right and you're like, I'm not sure about this, you know something's freaked up. Okay, notch your flaps is in. Okay, they're lined up. Okay, let's go. Full power. Now we'll get off the ground, we'll get the gear up and all that, and get established in a climb. Look at this. Come on, get back straight now. This is the damn thing about the mouse joystick. What did I just say about I can take off? Christ. Look at this. Get out of here. Forget what I just said about that. I won't do that again. Alright, you're up. I'm hitting the A key. I should be hitting the X key. There, the X key. Jeez. All right. Over to the co-pilot side. Autopilot on. Out on. Scroll up 20. Okay, back to this side now. We'll put some climb in. Scroll down 20. Good. That's working. Okay, now heading to on. And where do we want to go? Scroll down 20. Scroll down 10. Let's see where we're at. Scroll down 10. Scroll down 5. Scroll up 2. Okay, it's working perfectly so far. Flaps up. Airspeed's about right at the moment for this amount of climb. Okay, let's decide what altitude we're going to. For a 500-mile flight, you know what? Get to the right side of the mouse. I just did that. That makes altitude, instead of going in 1,000-foot increments, go in 100-foot increments. Now that should make this. Scroll up 5. Scroll up 2. Scroll up 2. So that now I'm reading 25.5. That's fine. Airspeed is continuing to climb at this climb rate, so scroll down 10. Raise the nose a little bit. Check how we're doing with the one problem is state. Oh, okay. Couldn't even see where the stupid airplane was. Okay, let's jig it left slightly. Scroll down to. We'll sit tight with that for now. Okay, it's a 500-mile flight. $539 miles. We'll be there an hour and 27 flight simulator minutes. Getting a little hot. Scroll down 20. That's the wind. The wind's off our right butt cheek. Scroll down 20. What's our, I don't know what our climate is. 66, 7,000. Holy geez, well, anything to get the airspeed to come back down. One thing we could do is go to 2x. That just makes everything happen a little faster. A lot faster. Scroll up 20. Scroll up 20. Scroll up 20. See how fast the airspeed went down to 204 went down to. That's when you speed up, when you're going to, and this is only 2x. You know, when you're going to acceleration, you really got to watch it when you're in the climb out phase, especially. Because man, that airspeed will just drop off and you'll stall. And believe me, take it from one who has had it happen many times. You know, I've gotten good at it because I've done it a lot. Scroll down 10. Let's back up a little bit. I'm hitting the F5 key to make sure the flaps are raised, which is absolutely absurd. Of course they're raised. No, that's absurd. Maybe they're not raised. That's why you do stuff like that. You think, well, that's stupid. Of course I did that. If you were right, you know, fine, but the reason airplanes crash is because an assumption like that was made and the guy was wrong. And you end up dead that way. And that's terrible. Look outside. It's a beautiful airplane. A little bumpy out here. I really like this airplane. Which, as I said yesterday, I like them all. If there was one I didn't like, I wouldn't have it. And there have been some in that situation.
Contact ground on 118.1 when ready to taxi.
Let's see how she'll do at 93% power. It likes to be pretty close to 100% power. This isn't very high though. 275, 274. Airspeed's dropping slowly. You know, here's where we just want to keep an eye on it and see what it's going to drop down to. It'll probably settle out in the low to mid 200s range. And see, I'm getting the ground speed at 394 knots right now. With a slight headwind. It's coming on the right front quadrant now at 6 knots. 259. The decrease is slowing down. Knots now. Everybody doing all right back here? Yep. They're sipping coffee as they usually do. Chatting about where they're going and where they've been. Both in this flight and in life in general, I'm sure. Let me tell you about NPAG, because I've mentioned it a lot and I've never really talked about it. NPAG is November Papa Alpha Golf. It's the Northern Panhandle Aviation Group. It's my theoretical flight simulator company, which I started years ago, really before I even started with FSE. And then once I get into FS Economy, it was like a no-brainer. Everybody in FSE has groups, and in Flightline too, has groups that are companies where you organize your flying of assignments and your holding of FBOs and stuff like that. I had a period of a few years, 2013 to just really last year and a half ago, when I was an insane FSE, avid FSE pilot. As time went by, I've kind of had sort of a falling out with them I just have a philosophical difference with the way they like it. They're more bush piloty. They don't like big jets. They have no airliners. And Flightline, which is really nowhere near as well-developed coding of the website, does have, there are no limitations on the size of airplanes. They have much larger jobs, much longer flights available. And there's hardly anybody in Flightline. It's just a bunch of old codgers like me, I guess, that, it's by no means an active community at all. They have a forum, but it's, hardly anybody ever talks on it anymore. But I've gotten to know them, and they're a bunch of really good guys. And, their thought is, we don't need to have all this foreign politics and all this stuff like they seem to have in FSC. It's like comparing FSC to Flightline is like comparing a beehive to a graveyard. But the graveyard has a few old souls in it, and it's still here. It's pretty much exactly the way it was when I first signed on to it, and that was back in 2014, I think, just within a year after signing up with FSE. And I thought it was, hardly there then. Well, it's still hardly there, but it's still the same as it was. It works for me. It's convenient. I get to record my flights, keep track of not only where I'm going, it keeps a flight log. It makes me pay for fuel, and I get to fly assignments to make money, to make virtual money, to pay for the fuel. So it just spices Flight Simulator up a little bit. FSC, if you're going to do FSC, you got to do FSC, because of the supplies of their FBOs, you've got to be flying it every day. And I did for a while. It just wore me out. Flightline is not. It's much easier to manage, the stuff you've got going on. I've got 20 FBOs approximately. They have to get supplied periodically with supplies. You purchase supplies for virtual money. In FSC, you have to fly. Most of the FBOs don't have on-site supplies. You have to fly the supplies in. So, it's demanding. And that's, you know, that makes it fun. And for a lot of, it just got tiresome after a while. So anyway, that's. I started out saying I was going to explain about NPAG. Now I'm explaining about FSC and Flightline. But anyway, NPAG is the theoretical company that I created. NPAG owns several airplanes and several FBOs. We fly assignments for money. You guys haven't seen any assignment flying yet. These are all, it's one of the benefits of Flightline. You can make enough money where you can be luxuriously wealthy and fly your other non-revenue airplanes around wherever you want to go. Okay, we're getting a little close to the first line here, so let's correct the right a little bit. Scroll up to, it's still working. The times that it failed to work though, the failure occurred within 50 miles of the destination airport, which in all three cases was Entebbe. And the third time going into Entebbe, it did it again. And I was able to free it, to get it unlocked. What happens is, you know, when I'm saying do something, blah, 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 it just locks, it doesn't do it. Now, I can't exactly remember what I did to break it loose. I think I kicked it off autopilot because I had made up my mind, damn it, if I have to hand fly this airplane again, I'm going to do it. And I think I was getting ready to do that. And I took the autopilot off, and then something happened, and then suddenly I found it was responding to the voice commands again. Where in the world we are? Where in the world are we? Well, we're right here. Everybody knows that. Okay, there goes Lake Victoria. That island, which one? One of them. The southern one, I think. That's where Zanzibar is. Where are we? Oh, there we are. Okay, we got a ways to go. Oh, for heaven's sake, we're sitting at 2x all this time. We're at altitude. Let's get going. We'll go to 8x. I'm sitting here telling myself, well, it's only a 500-mile flight. Well, yeah, but at 2x, that'll still take a while to do. What does a while mean? It's an hour and a half. Well, now we're showing 57 simulator minutes. So that's really, let's go to 4x. We're only an hour out. Boy, it's bumpy around here. Jeez. Scroll up 2. Scroll up. Holy Caroli. How far away are we here? 299 miles. Christ. Maybe we ought to climb a little. Let's get above this. I don't know. Scroll up 20. Scroll up 20. Scroll down 10. Ah, that's looking better. Just needed to get above that crap. Scroll down 20. Scroll up 5. Okay, that's cool. Isn't that interesting? Just recline. I was going to go to 29.5. I only needed to go to 27.5. Now we were at 25.5 with all that bumping around. So you just that's probably just getting a little bit above the cloud layer. It can be like that sometimes. $250 miles out. Okay. Well, if you watch, videos of real world guys, and you're listening to all the conversations on air traffic controllers, especially airline pilots, they're constantly looking for a smoother ride. And the controllers are very cooperative. But that right there you just saw, that was a very classic illustration. We were getting the crap knocked out of us. Imagine real people sitting there and the passengers paying money to be on that flight. Well, they put up with what they get, but the pilots really try to give them a smooth ride. And that's a good tactic, when they're up there. What's it like up there? It's a little bumpy. Could get higher, could get lower. Smooth as glass up here. That's a little unusual that it would be that bumpy at 25,000. I'm kind of surprised. This is what, when you get up above, certainly above 20,000 usually, almost anywhere in the world. But it depends on the day and it depends on the conditions. If you're flying over a lot of really high mountains, well, once again, depending on the weather, it might be bumpy up into the 30s. How much gas we got left? We should have gas. We have 308 pounds. Started out with 36, so we're looking good. Oh, and let's see. Yeah. We don't really need pitot heat here, but this thing defaults to pitot tubes. Wait, how does it default? Pitot tubes on. Well, that's not really that good when you're sitting on the ground. You can burn them up. So, and I never think of it. Now I've got it to where the right side pitot tube is off. I just flipped it on, but the other one defaults to being on. Fortunately, this is not a real-world airplane, and my pitot tube is not burning up, which would cost me several $1,000s to replace, no doubt. Greg Mink, the Premier driver, has a story in one of his earlier videos. He forgot to put the engine covers on one night, and went back the next morning, and Queen Bee had gone in and infested one of the engines. And guess what? And they started building a nest, and it all got all gunked up. He said it cost him $400,000 to get that engine back into good flying condition. Flying is very expensive. You know, when it was real world flying, my buddy Dave Holloway and I were partners in a Cessna 150. I mean, that's about as low level as you can get. But we were young guys back then. It's a bike, an annual inspection, and we weren't maintaining it for IFR. We didn't have to get 100 hours. We were eventually going to be there because I was going for my instrument rating. Dave already had his. Dave was instrument commercial rated already at that point. But real world flying is very expensive. I mean, the gas alone is way more expensive than car gas, like pretty much double. Okay, where are we? We're 117 miles out. It is time to go to 2X. Scroll down 45. Scroll down 45. Here we go. Scroll down 45. Scroll down 45. Scroll down 10. Scroll down 5. That's exactly what it was doing before. Look up. Down to normal. Autopilot off. Look at what it's doing. Look at this. I'm flying manually right now. Get her to level out. Go back to autopilot. Alpha on hold. Scroll down 10. Scroll down 45. There it goes. Scroll down 45. Scroll up 20. Scroll down 45. Scroll down 45. Scroll down 10. Scroll up 10. Scroll down 20. 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 Scroll down 10. Scroll down 45. 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 Scroll up 10. Scroll up 10. Scroll down 10. Scroll down 10. If I gotta fly this thing in by hand, I'm gonna do that. This is exactly what it has done. Scroll down 10. Scroll down 45. Scroll down 45. Scroll down 10. Scroll down 20. Scroll down 10. Scroll down 20. What are we going in? 13.6. Let's see where everything is here. 65 miles out. Okay, that's right, we're 1x. This thing is slow to respond manually. Scroll down 20. Out is on. Autopilot's on. Scroll down 45. Scroll down 20. Scroll down 20. Scroll down 10. Scroll down 10. Scroll down 20. Scroll down 10. I just don't get it. Put 18,000. Okay, let's look at the airport. Hopefully they've got good repair facilities at Zanzibar. I'm in the same mentality I was before. If I got to hand fly this thing in, I'm going to. You all are going to watch. Let's get a terminal briefing for this Zanzibar airport. Wind is 120 something at 11, gusting to 15, good viz. Field elevation is less than 100 feet. 1836, all right, so we're gonna land 18. All right. Oh, and I can't, well, I'm close at least with that. Scroll up 10. No, it won't go. Oh, there it is. How did it do that? It's right on 180. Well, that's what I want. Scroll down 20. Scroll down 20. Scroll down 10. Scroll up 10. I don't know why it won't work with their airplane. It works fine with all the rest of them. Well, let's take altitude hold off. Descend. what I've done is I've disabled the altitude hold. Heading hold is still on, and that's fine. Right now this heading is good. So we're descending at whatever, I don't know, a nominal rate, a little over 2,000 a minute. Well, that's okay. We're at 13,000. We got to get down. We're 33 miles out. Where are we landing with the joystick this time? 30 miles out. Well, what I'm going to do is manually, at about 20 miles out, take the joystick and turn to an easterly heading, and then you'll see where my mouse pointer is down there? The pink course pointer will go around to the right and eventually line up with the runway heading. At that moment, I'll turn to that heading, and I'll be pretty well localized. If I'm at the right altitude, 7,000, 6,000, good. See how close are we? See if we can raise the tower now.
Zanzibar Tower, November 461 Kilo Tango, 26 miles northwest to land. November 461 Kilo Tango, Zanzibar Tower, make straight in runway 18, altimeter 3003.
Yeah.
Make straight in runway 181 Kilo Tango.
Altitude hold at 3. Gonna hold it. Yeah, maybe. Going up. Okay. Hit the okay, at 18 miles out. Well, that's all right. A little tad high. Christ, we're at 6,000. Okay. As usual, it's vertical control that's an issue. get through this in one piece, which I'm planning on. We'll put her in the repair shop there. We might just do the reinstall that we were talking about doing. Miles out. What can we see? Can't see much. Okay, get under those clouds, you might see. Back left a little bit, level out, for the purpose of getting a better angle to line up, straight down, right, 3400, that's okay. See the red line is coming around to match up with the green line. Airspeed is tad high. We're only 8 miles out, gear down. Notch your flaps. Okay, let's turn it. Turn it in. 7 miles, we should be able to see it 7 miles. Where is it?
2500.
1 Kilo Tango, clear to land, runway 18. Clear to land, runway 18. 1 Kilo Tango.
There it is, there it is. Okay, alright. Down these lowers.
Think rate. Think rate. Think rate.
Full flaps. Alright. Now what I've been saying about the regular joystick, I'm depending on that now for my survival. It damn well better be helpful. Watching the airspeed. Yeah, we're a little hot. We're 160. See, I'm seeing the end identifier light, but I'm not seeing exactly how the runway is going. Zero.
1000.
Okay, I get it now. A little more power in.
1000.
Shut up. Okay.
Think rate.
It's maneuvers like that.
Think rate.
Straightening it out
Think
where
rate.
the mouse joystick just is a mess.
Think rate.
500.
Shut up.
Think rate.
See, think of it.
400.
Think rate.
300.
Shut up.
Minimums.
200.
Minimums.
100.
Pull it up,
50,
pull it
40,
up.
30. Point think rate. 10. 10.
Okay. This airplane has a speed brake, but it's hard to get hold of for me. And it doesn't have any reverse thrust. But we did that. That was better than
1 Kilo Tango, turn next taxiway. 1 Kilo Tango, contact ground on 121.2.
that was much better than it would have been with the mouse
Going to
joystick.
121.2, 1 Kilo Tango.
The Premier is going to enter into a new phase of its life. And I'm concerned about the whole voice attack thing. But I've not experienced this issue with any of the other carenado airplanes which require it. So I'm just going to hope for the best. Idle down, sway away from the gas pumps. The reason for that is that you don't accidentally fill up the tank. And if you do that, either Flightline or FSC will think that you didn't use any gas and they'll cancel the flight. So you don't want to do that. Okay, off the joystick. And now we're going to find out if the flight will register. It should. Of course, I've said that before for others. There it is. Okay, Flightline has confirmed that we are at Zanzibar. So, time to shut down. And now I will demonstrate that I've learned about the new tabs. You can see them both. You want to close the right one first because otherwise it gets in the way. If you close the left one, then you can't see the right one, and that's what happened to me on that flight before. So, that one off. And that one off. Piece of cake. Open them up. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Well, put everything away. That was a very interesting flight. Thanks for coming along with me on it. I had made up my mind, damn it, if this thing does this again, which it did, if I got to finish this flight manually, I'm going to. And I employed a few resources that I hadn't previously thought of, but we got here. It could have been worse. Could have been better. Okay. Off. 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 People love flipping switches. Me personally, I'm not that thrilled with it, but you know, when you got to do it, you got to do it. Okay, why are these all on? Because well, they'll go off. Flight Sim will shut them off, I assure you. Icky. Okay, a little left button on the battery action. Got it. And that's that. Well, thanks for coming along. It's pretty wild and crazy. This airplane's going in the shop, and I'm not sure how long it's going to be before we see it again. This will involve an uninstall, reinstall, and if it comes up again, I think it's going to have the Proline 21 stuff. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not making any promises. But anyhow, it was a good flight. I enjoyed it. Appreciate you guys coming along, and we'll catch you later.